We've got a leaked description for an upcoming post-credit scene in the Marvel's film that supposedly sets up a Young Avengers team. This leaked information comes courtesy of the Marvel Studios subreddit and user CostasPat257. They also leaked a description of a first post-credit scene. This one doesn't really have anything to do with setting up anything in the future of Marvel Studios, but appears to be referencing back to the film and then obviously WandaVision. And it reads, Monica wakes up in a hospital and sees her mom, Maria, dressed in the Captain Marvel costume that she donned in Multiverse of Madness. It's not implied that this is Earth 838 unless Monica also traveled back in time, but rather another universe where Maria also happens to be Captain Marvel. The scene is, of course, a parallel to episode 4 of WandaVision, where Monica wakes in a hospital to find her mom gone. The second post-credit scene is the one that supposedly teases the Young Avengers. This is what the description reads. The Marvel's last post-credit scene reveals that Kamala was actually narrating the events of the movie to someone else, and that person is Kate Bishop. Haley Steinfeld makes a cameo in the scene in her full Hawkeye suit and gear as Kamala recounts her latest adventure. At the end, Kamala says that there are more young heroes like them and they should all team up, ending the scene by asking Kate, "Did you know Ant-Man had a daughter?" The Reddit user then speculates this scene obviously teases the eventual formation of the Young Avengers, and it seems Kamala, Kate, and Cassie will be the first three members. So it shouldn't come as a surprise that they're probably trying to do a Young Avengers film. We've had rumors about them doing Young Avengers going as far back as 2019. There was a rumor from We Got This Covered that claimed a new Avengers film would feature a lineup that included Kate Bishop, Hulkling, Iron Lad, Patriot, Wiccan, Statue, and Vision, albeit not the Paul Bettany version of the character. In 2020, Thomas Polito at Geeks Worldwide said that the Young Avengers would be teased in Ant-Man 3. He said that Marvel Studios, quote, want to feature some incarnation of the Young Avengers in the film. Obviously, those things did not come to pass, but they have been clearly setting the stage for a new Avengers team or champions or Young Avengers or New Avengers, some new incarnation of the Avengers that they're going to introduce. Obviously, we had Kamala Khan in the Ms. Marvel Disney Plus series. We had Kate Bishop in the Hawkeye series. Stature was introduced in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. There were teases of Wiccan and Speed in WandaVision. Riri Williams, a.k.a. Ironheart, was introduced in Black Panther Wakanda Forever. Patriot was also introduced in the Disney Plus series, The Falcon and the Winter Soldier. They introduced Scar in She-Hulk, Attorney at Law. He could easily be a stand-in for Hulkling. America Chavez was introduced in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. And then Kang the Conqueror obviously was introduced, or teased at least, in Loki, and then fully introduced in Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. And who knows what they're going to be showing us in Secret Invasion. It's possible that Hulkling gets introduced in Secret Invasion and you bring in those characters. The only ones really missing from the Young Avengers that were introduced in the comics that have been part of the team are a character named Noah Var, a.k.a. Marvel Boy, but easily replaced with Ms. Marvel. You have the X-Men character, the Mutant Prodigy, and then Loki, but they could introduce a Kid Loki or something like that in the second season of Loki, which is supposed to be coming out later this year in October. So they've definitely been planting the seeds for this, and honestly, this is just like an F-tier Avengers team that I just don't really see anyone going to the box office to watch. I mean, we're already seeing people abandon Marvel Studios films en masse. Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, complete and utter disaster, and they've been losing money for the past couple of years with their releases. You can point to Eternals, you can point to Shang-Chi. People like the Thor: Love and Thunder film was one of the worst performing films in the Thor franchise. So there's a lot of reasons to be disappointed with this. I don't think anyone really wants to see these characters on the big screen. And if you do want to see them, you're in an extremely tiny minority, because at the end of the day, most of these characters can't even keep books going, let alone try and hold up a film franchise.